Have you ever wanted to learn how to cable without a cable needle? I'm going to be showing you some one-by-one cables today, but the method I'm using can also be used on other sized cables. Now, there are several ways to do one-by-one cables, and I'm not entirely sure how many people do it the way I do. When I learned, I did not look at any videos. I just tried out some different methods myself, and this is the one that I've landed on to be the easiest, at least for me. So I'm sharing it in the hopes that maybe you'll also benefit from this method. So first I'm going to show you a left-leaning cable, otherwise usually written as 1/1 LC. That means the first stitch of the cable is going to be leaning to the left, which also means the second stitch, that's going to be leaning to the right, and it's going to go behind. So the way that I find easiest is to take the stitch or stitches that go behind first and keep those on the needle. And when I pull out my needle from the other stitches, the one that's going to be in front is the one that's loosest. The reason that I find this is easiest is because it's easier to see the stitches in front and to make sure that they don't turn or anything like that. Because when I tried it by holding the stitches in front and then taking the one off the back needle, it was just a little bit more difficult. And sometimes if I wasn't paying attention, the stitch that came off might untwist a little bit, and then I wasn't sure which way to put it back on the needle. So to do a left-leaning one-by-one cable, I'm taking the right needle and I'm putting it into the second stitch and back. So now I'm holding on to that second stitch. And the first stitch is going to go left. So I pinch the fabric, and then I pull out my left needle. And then I'm going to pick up that first stitch again on the left needle. And then I'm going to replace the stitch that was on my right needle onto this left needle. So now the stitches are crossed and you can just knit them. Okay, let's do that again. I'll get to the next one. So, showing the left-leaning, one-by-one left-leaning cable. The first stitch is going to go that way, so the second stitch is going to come this way. So I'm going to grab the second stitch because it goes in back. That second stitch is on my right hand needle now. Now I take the left hand needle out, and then I pick up that first stitch again. Now the stitches are crossed. I put the stitch from the right hand needle back on the left, and now I am ready to knit both of them. And I'll show you one more time. Grab the stitch that goes in back, pinch the fabric and pull out, pick up that stitch again, put it back on, and then knit. Now, even though this pattern doesn't have 2x2 cables, I'll show it to you anyway, doing the same thing. Now, this is a 2x2 left-leaning cable, so it means these two stitches are going to go to the left, and the second two are going to come to the right. So I reach behind, pick up the second two with the right needle, pull out the left needle, pick up the front two stitches again, replace those two stitches on the right hand needle back onto the left, and then I would just knit them. Okay, now I'm going to show you the other direction. This is usually abbreviated as 1/1 RC. It means the stitch that goes in front leans to the right. So we will want the second stitch here will cross in front and go to the right. Okay, so what I'm going to start to do is I'm going to slip both of the stitches. Because now I'm going to take the left needle and grab this stitch over here. This would be the first stitch, but it's going behind. So I grab that with the left needle, I slide the right needle out and pick up that second stitch again. And now that's crossing to the right in front. And I put it back on the left hand needle, and now I'm ready to knit it. I'll show you that again. Okay, so since this first stitch is going in back, and I don't want the one that goes in back to be loose, I slip both stitches. I come back behind with my left hand needle and grab that first stitch because it's going behind. I pinch the fabric with my left hand. I slide the right hand needle out, pick up that stitch again, and bring it back and put it back on the left hand needle, ready to knit. And I will show you one more time. Slip both of them to the right, pick up this first stitch because it's going behind, slide out the right hand needle and pick up that loose stitch. It crosses in front, put it back on the left hand needle, and then knit. Okay, and as a bonus, I will show you a 2x2 right hand leaning cable, often written as 2/2 RC. So I slip 4 stitches. So the first 2 stitches are going in back, and those are the ones I'm going to pick up on the left hand needle. I pinch the fabric, slide the right hand needle out, pick up those 2 stitches in front. And even when you're picking them up in front, you have to be careful, pay attention, make sure you pinch that fabric so the stitches don't turn around. But at least you can see what's going on when you're doing it. And then you can see I replace them on the left hand needle, and I am ready to knit all of those stitches that I just switched. So I hope that's been helpful, and thanks for watching.